Okay, welcome back. Well, I'm just gonna finish up all the bits and pieces that the worker could not get to, and then we'll get to collecting the straw. We'll get to collecting the straw and then plowing. Oh, this is just a face full of nothing. And then we're gonna get plowing. Now I'll show you what I've done. I've removed a lot of the trees between these fields because I wanted to get into the creating of one massive field idea. So we're gonna see how that operates in this map. It wouldn't be a let's play for me if I don't change something about the fields. So that's what we're gonna do in a little bit after I finished. I don't know why. I should have gone around the field once. At least once, maybe twice, and that way it would have given me a little bit of a buffer, if that kind of makes sense. Because it seems to the tractor seems to have had a bit of an issue with actually completing the job. Why not? Since we're here, might as well get it all. Alright, so we pretty much picked up just about everything. I'm not really gonna bother with every tiny little, every inch of it, but we're gonna do our best to try and pick some of them. So we got this big chunk over here. Do I own the field above me? No, I don't. I was gonna say it's the same crop. Okay. Oh. Now me saying, oh, I'm not gonna worry about every little inch, and now I'm worrying about every little inch. Might as well empty the combine while we're here and get that organized. Whoa. It wasn't supposed to be like that, believe you me. I did not anticipate that it's going to catch such speed, and then we're going to find ourselves in a position where we not going to be able to stop in time. Alright, done. So let's try and put it back onto the trailer. Then we're going to need to take the combine and park it somewhere. So this is where I kind of struggle a little bit with this game. because I always kind of feel like I've got to rush to get things sort of done. And then I realized that, I don't really need to rush per se. But I always have this ideology that, you gotta rush. I've got to go and plow the field, plant the field, and so on and so on. And then I find myself in a position where I am literally rushing everywhere. Now, I am going to try my very best to pick up this header that I, silly enough, left last episode there. And we managed to do a better job at picking it up than we did at dropping it down. Yeah, so I always find myself in a position or in a place or whatever where, I harvest the field and I've got to go do everything on it. And it's something that I do struggle with a little bit, I'll be honest with you. It's kind of just about to say, let's not smash into anything. Alright, I don't really want to be doing the plowing yet. Actually, I don't really want to be doing that yet. We need to get the crop out of here. Do we have a tarp on this? No, we don't. And we got I think this is our weakest tractor onto this. That's not a bad crop, 16,000 litres. Alright. I gotta remember how to get to the silo. Okay, where is my silo? Is my silo to the left or to the right? Let's go left. I'm not quite sure if there is. I know there is. I know there is a silo. Is it in this building over here? No, this is just. So we're going to be discovering the silo together. So we got some of our machinery over there. Oh no, we're not going to be able to go this way. I remember this now. I remember I got stuck here last time. There is no way around it, so I think we've got to go this way. And I honestly thought that one of these buildings over here had a silo in it. No. No. There you are. Now, I'm not quite sure what that silo is for, to be really honest. And I'm not even quite sure if I can dump in there. Before we do anything else, just make sure that I don't have anything. No, we don't. So 0. I looked at the wrong thing. I looked at sorghum, didn't I? We're gonna get stuck in here again, aren't we? So we got a silo over here as well. So I'm not quite sure what this is for, but you know what? I'm not gonna bother taking this too far out because pretty soon we're gonna need to come and harvest this field right here. Yes, I was gonna say you can't get out, but yes you can. Now you can see me removing some of these trees from here. No problemo. Okay, we're gonna leave you there. We're not gonna go with you. We're not gonna go with you. See, I don't really know whether I want to pick these. Yeah, why not? I don't know if I've got anywhere to store it or not, but we'll try. If we don't have anywhere to store it, we'll sell it. Well, I was trying to think what I could do, but really my options are fairly limited. If I don't have somewhere to store it, I'm going to have to sell it. And then obviously we'll know for some next time. I know I don't have access to that, that's fine. So it looks like we're going to get quite a lot of straw from here. Now I'm not going to bother to pick every little bit of this straw up, obviously. Would it be nice if I would have chopped it all instead of having to collect it all, because we don't as yet have any cows or anything like that. So as of yet, we're not really in need for straw. Do we get a lot of money out of it? No. Do I have any? Well, I've got a TMR mixer. And okay, no, that's not going to work. But I do have a TMR mixer where I can put 100,000 liters. There you are. So we can definitely utilize some of that, and I know where that is too. So obviously we are going to have to, if we're going to dive into growing pigs, I'm going to have to dive in actually doing the crops that are required. So we're going to need potatoes, and we're going to need some wheat, I think I saw, and a couple other little bits and pieces, corn obviously. So we will have some work to do as far as some crops if we're going to dive into growing piggery or pigs or piggery. Now, I honestly don't really look forward to I don't think I've ever successfully dealt in or grew or whatever, anything to do with pigs. To me, they're just so much work. And where are the benefits type of thing? Which one is... I think this is my cows right here. If I'm having to put potatoes and corn and wheat and in some cases sugar beet and something else into trying to grow pigs, and then you get $1,000, whatever. I don't even know how you would sell the pigs, to be really honest. Okay, they reproduce, so once you buy them, you don't have to buy them, if that makes sense. But it still costs you a lot of money to feed them. It's not like you just feed them once and then they grow. So I don't know. Like, to be honest, I don't know if it's actually worth spending time and energy in growing pigs. So yeah, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing something. But okay, yes, if you're gonna just like I see what happens is a lot of the successful YouTubers like Dagmar, for example, you can tell that he's no longer playing Farming Simulator, he's creating content. And that's why everything that he does is so polished. And don't get me wrong, this is not criticizing. He's doing a fantastic job. I mean, the amount of time that he would do in doing his survival roles and all these bits and pieces, survival challenge and all that, it's amazing. But you can tell, like even in his challenge with Chainsaw, you can tell that Chainsaw is playing to win. Well, Daggerwin is playing to create content. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that he's still trying to win, but you can tell that he's not focused on doing the smartest ideas to win is actually more focused in getting, good content for us. And I suppose when you've got 800,000 subscribers, you have to do that, because those subscribers do expect that you have content that is fairly close to reality and well put together, and you're not repeating the same old things, and so on and so on and so on. So again, please don't take it as me criticizing Dagway. I believe that as far as Farming Simulator is concerned, it's probably one of the best ambassadors of the game. One, that he plays it fairly realistic, and two, that he gives it, how would I say that? He actually, does his best to try and make it look as professional and as nice and as neat and as realistic as possible. Therefore, obviously, he is attempting as best he can to, to present the game in the best possible way. And even when there's, certain negatives, he tries to sort of portray them in a positive manner. Now, no doubt about it that some of that positivity has to do with maybe commitments that he has, which is fine. I just have this tiny channel, and I see how much work it takes to get it. Like I did my best to try and sort of keep 3 series going with minimal editing. I see how much work is involved. I wouldn't even imagine how much work he would have to put just in his survival roleplay to edit it once a week, or 1 episode a week. And like I said, I'm all for giving credit where credit's due, and no doubt about it that he's putting in a lot of work to try and get things nicely polished for us to enjoy, for his viewers to enjoy. But I suppose it's what happens is I see it even with myself. All of a sudden, I start to think a little bit different now as far as playing the game and enjoying the game than before I was on YouTube. Before I was on YouTube, I'd play it as I see fit. If 3 episodes in, I get kind of, I don't really want to play this map anymore. Boom, just dumped it and started something else. When I'm creating content, I can't do that. And like I said, my channel is drop in the ocean for as far as some of these big guys. And I see how much energy and how much time and how much of yourself you got to sort of put into it. It's unbelievable. Now, I enjoy playing the game, and I do my best to try and minimize editing. Because if I had to edit as much as what probably some of these YouTubers do, I physically couldn't do it with all my heavy involvements with work, life, family, and then on top of that, church commitments. And it just physically wouldn't be possible for me to do all of those and do editing. Now, part of the reason that I do this is, like I said, I do enjoy Farming Simulator. I enjoy it, sort of relaxes me after a day of doing whatever I do. It's a bit of a relaxation, a bit of an escape at the same time. But I also enjoy sharing, the music that I share with you guys, despite the fact that every single one of my videos gets copyrighted. Not that I make any money off it, so it's not really matter. It doesn't really matter. But I'd like to share some nice music with you guys, and hopefully some of you have said that you enjoy the music. So I'm hoping that you enjoy it. And also I'm hoping that, if you go through hard time and you go through some, times that's a bit difficult, that, listening to some godly music will put it into perspective and give you hope. Like that's the purpose, is that God came in to give us hope. So that's what Jesus came, is to give us, humanity, hope. We had no hope before him. Now we have hope because of him. So It's also part of my desire, I suppose. I wouldn't be mistaken if I used that language. Is to share uh, my belief with you guys. Um, and I'm happy to answer questions, like I've said many times. And at times I've spent a bit of time sharing different teachings from the Bible and all that, and hoping that some of you will say, hey, I agree or disagree. Free world type of thing. You're allowed to disagree as long as you're being respectful. I've got no problems with people disagreeing. Yeah, so that's that's the difference, I suppose, is when you're creating content. You know, I don't think I'd make a mistake in saying that your loyalty is kind of divided a little bit. You're not just playing the game; you're creating content. So when I play the game, I just do whatever I want. When I create content, I have to think whether you guys would like it. And I often, when I watch my videos, I see, you moved the mouse too fast, too slow, to the camera angle or the screen angle. Call it camera, but it's just screen recording. It's too high or too low or something to that degree. So you're forever thinking along that nature. Also, I'm doing some of the fields, for example, in Texas, man. It takes. If I stood there and did a proper recording of a full harvest, it'd probably take, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hours. And obviously can't do that. Boom, done. So I have to think of that. So it does absolutely change certain things. Now, does it change everything? Absolutely not. Well, at least for me, it doesn't. I still play the game and do my best to try and enjoy playing the game without saying, well, I can't do this, I can't do that because of this and that. I do my best to bring the best that I can as far as content is concerned to you guys, but at the same time, I have to enjoy playing it, otherwise it's pointless. This is why when I do map reviews, I talk about the feel and all that sort of stuff of the map. Okay, and it just ended up in the wrong place. Which I assume until I get used to it, it's going to happen quite a lot. Yeah, so this is why when I do map reviews, I talk about this feels good or blah, blah, blah. To me, I have to enjoy playing the map. Even if the map is the neatest and the best map you've ever seen in your entire life, if it just doesn't flow, it doesn't feel right for me, it's pointless. And I'll start the game and I'll play it for a little bit, and then I'll realize, nah, it's not my kind of map. So I just give up then. Anyway, let's find a spot for you, which is right here. I was gonna say we need to take the baler, but we don't need to take the baler because all the straw that we put in was not for the baler. So I'm going to go back. Okay, you're dead. I'm gonna go back and pick up the heather. And we're gonna just destroy our fence and the tractor. Minor adjustment. Would be nice to see in Farming Simulator, like me running into the fence. It'd be nice to see some sort of damage to the fence and to the tractor and so on. That would be awesome. Alright. It's the first time that I see a car driving down this road. At least the first time that I paid attention that I saw a car. Alright, so we need to go to our opposite field where we will have to take the combine, obviously, to harvest. All right. So why don't I have any map up? Yep, it's going out exactly right here. All right, so I'm gonna leave you right there. No, I'm not gonna bother with you. No. Yes. Okay, so let's try it that way, hey? And this is the way our fields are now going to be a little bit more, I don't know, larger. We're gonna have one large field instead of a multitude of fields. We're really gonna be a little bit stuck here because we haven't harvested this field yet, so we're kind of a little bit in trouble as far as you know, getting spot on. Well, we're gonna miss. We're gonna destroy some of the crop, aren't we? Which is fine. I don't mind destroying some of the crop. If I have to, that's fine. I will destroy the crop. Okay, so maybe that is the best way that I could sort of incorporate it in. Now we're going to lose some of the crop, which is fine. I don't have an issue, but at the same time, I don't want to have to come back and replow around here because I was too afraid to lose some crop. All right, you kind of get the idea what I'm going to do. And this will become one large field. So what I'm going to do is do this, finish it up when it's all done. Obviously, I'm going to wait to completely plow this field until we collect the corn that we have over there. But yeah, this is that's the point, and this is what I'm trying to do is get. The reason that I do this, and I'll give you this reason, then we'll close this, is because it's a lot easier for me to work one large field than having to deal with 4 smaller fields. Does that make sense? Like it's pretty easy for me to just do whatever I need to do, and that's I suppose a way to save time. It's pretty easy for me to do this and have one large field over here, and not having to deal with, maybe even if I do the same crop, not having to deal with the worker doing this and that and this and that. This way, everything that I do is taken care of. So I don't need to stress out, oh, I've got a bit of canola, I've got a bit of this, I've got a bit of that. Okay, so that's taken care of. So now let's go. Like I said, I realized that I am going to lose some of the crop, which is fine. But I don't want to have to come back just for that little bit. Anyway, I will continue doing this. Have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. Thank you very much for spending some time with me. God bless you and your family. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.